There we go. Right, hello everybody. Welcome to this month's stats videos. It's at the time of filming, it is the 4th of August, and we're going to go through my Etsy stats for July, just gone, and I'm excited to show you. Come see, come see. Okay, so you can see 906 visits, 9 orders, and £82.80 in revenue. Okay, well, let's break that down. 906 visits. That's good for me. That's very good for me. To compare, in June I've written it down, 701 visits. So this is a pretty big improvement. My orders were up again. I got 9 orders compared to June, which was 5. And then the revenue, because let's be honest, that's what we're here for, I got £82.80 compared to June's £52.90. So the revenue is going up, which is what I wanted. For those who are new here, the reason why I started doing this is because I decided a while back that my business was not giving me the return on the investment that I was putting in. And the investment was not just financial cost, but the amount of time I was putting into it. So I decided that I was going to give it until the end of this year to turn it around. And if it didn't turn around, then I was just going to call it a day. My page is having a problem, which is fantastic. Annoyingly, that was before everything kicked off worldwide, and here in the UK, the cost of living crisis was a thing. I mean, let's just not get into that. That was before all of that stuff. So it's kind of added an extra layer of challenge to what was already a bit of a challenge. However, so far, touch wood, I've started to turn the shop around, and I'm really happy with that. So yes, the amount of revenue that I'm making is increasing slowly. That's fine. The reason why everything is changing so slowly is because at the same time I am frantically making new items for my shop, and regular subscribers to this channel will know that I have been in something of a pivot mode these past few months, and it seems to be paying off because the majority of the sales that make up this revenue have been from my newer pivot items. So it's working, I think. This was the first month that I got to see that, so it's really good. However, we are now in August, and August is my notoriously quietest month of the year next to January. So this is gonna test it out. We shall see next month how that goes. But I'm racing ahead now. What I usually do at this point in the video is show you where my traffic came from, and then I talk a little bit about that, about anything that I did over the past month to drive traffic. So let's go there. Right, this is a metric that I tend to focus on, and that's the percentage of visits that I brought to Etsy. Now, it was 54 in June, and it says that it's 54 again this month. So if we go in here, you can see that this is basically the breakdown of what my traffic sources are, and YouTube has taken off. Now, this will be interesting for the regulars here to see if you've noticed this. I have been trying to merge my channel with not my shop, but what I make a little bit more. I've been trying to integrate a little bit more of how I run my business into the more regular Etsy stuff. In June, this figure was 168 visits from YouTube, and now you can see it's 273, which is interesting because Linktree, which is my Instagram link, has gone down. It's 76 visits in July, and it was, I've written it down, 88 visits in June. So, and that was down again from the month before. Instagram, it will surprise no one, is being less and less of a driver of traffic to my Etsy shop. I know, shocking. TikTok is on there again. It's always 2. Just 2. And I'm starting to suspect the 2 may have been me, just to make sure that the link works. And I did try. I'll come back to that in a minute. But yeah, me and TikTok, I can't. And then we've got some more YouTube searches here. So in short, YouTube is the biggest driver of traffic to my shop. Instagram next. And then I'm not even going to count TikTok, let's be brutally honest. And this part of the video is where I break down any challenges I faced, my takeaways from the month gone, and how I'm moving forward. Challenges, honestly, there wasn't really any. July was the month that I was able to shift down a gear a little bit. I'd finished making a whole bunch of new items for the shop, so it was more about putting them in the shop, which I managed to do, and then moving on to the next thing. But it just felt like I was able to just take my foot off the gas a little bit, and it's felt really good. I'm not going to lie, it was getting stressful. But it's been nice to see the results from all of that work starting to come through. Takeaways. Right, well, I've kind of alluded to one of them. I'm not a fan of TikTok. I just can't. Every time I go on there, I come off and I feel either more anxious or more angry. So my main takeaway from July is that social media, for me at least, all of the platforms, they're tricky places to try and get traction for the shop. Most of my traction now is either stuff that I've generated from my email list or YouTube. That being said, Instagram still has a part to play, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. And going forward, this is exciting. Okay, going forward, I'm working on kits and some project bags now. I want to get those up and ready for the holiday season, which is just around the corner. So relieved to be at this point because for those who don't know, I like making project bags and hand painting fabric and embroidering on it, and I've just kind of been waiting for this creative outlet and have a genuine excuse to work on that. So now that all of my smaller evergreen items are launched and I can keep them ticking over, now I can get on to the good stuff. So I'm doing those. And some of you watched and really enjoyed a video that tanked recently on my channel. That was the stitch along video, because to be fair, it's made for a certain type of viewer. It's made for a viewer who doesn't necessarily want to keep looking at their screen, and somebody who wants to just watch long form content or listen as like a podcast. So just have it going on in the background while they work. So it literally was me stitching along and waffling, and I really enjoyed making it. It's probably my least viewed video that I've done for a very long time. So clearly it doesn't seem to have a place on this channel, and it might confuse people if I start to introduce too much of that. So I'm thinking about creating a second channel just for really long form stitch alongs. And I think it would be really good because I can also include some, I can never say this word, so excuse me, tutorial videos with that can go alongside my kits and PDF patterns and stuff that I sell in the shop. You see the link? You see the merging? I do. It's very exciting. I haven't obviously created the channel yet. I need to do that at some point. It's just another thing. There are so many things. But this thing is a shiny thing, and it's a shiny thing that I feel like I'm justified in being distracted by because it could play a valid part in my business. So pivot and all that, right? Yes. So there you go. That's how I'm moving forward in August. All of the excited hands again. So yes, in a little neat nutshell, my plan to turn my business around and to get it to be paying for itself again has been going well. It's been going slowly but steadily and consistently up. So I'm very pleased. But like I said, we're in August, and August is a notoriously tricky month. I'm trying not to be nervous about that because that's normal, but we shall see. And if you'd like to see my other stats videos, go here and I've created a little playlist so you can follow along the journey. Right, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.